Saturday night, the Stanley Cup playoffs are on, hockey game's on. I want a beer. Problem is I got a fridge full of different types of beer, and I've got to review them one by one before I start. I don't have to review them, I guess, but why not? Something to post to my channel. This is something of a favorite of mine. It's Fuller's London Porter. As far as the porter style goes, this is one of the peak beers of its type. The de facto standard, maybe. It is, of course, a porter type, 5.4% ABV. It's imported from England. Comes in a nice brown can. One thing I will say, I'm not used to getting this in the can. I actually have never had this in the can before, but I love drinking it out of the bottle. My liquor store has recently changed over from carrying them in the bottles to the cans, so I don't know if there's anything of a difference, if it's fresher out of the can, if it's fresher because it's a fresh batch, blah blah blah. I don't know. I guess I'm here to find out. If it's anything like its bottled counterpart, and I can't imagine there being a huge amount of difference. Well, some people might say there is. I'll probably like it anyway. Without further ado, let's crack her open and take a look. Trusty Guinness glass. So pour like that. Slow building. There we go. Now some head. About 1 finger ahead, but it took a while for it to appear. It is almost opaque. It's a very dark ruby red. You hold it up to the light, you can see it's a very dark ruby red, brown kind of color to it, but you have to hold it up to the light to really see some light through it, although it's not like Guinness or anything where it's completely dark except for a bit at the bottom. You can see through it, like up through the middle of the glass. The head is kind of a tan, creamy, fine bubbles. It has some larger bubbles in it as the head is starting to dissipate. It's still showing it the head's starting to go away a little. However, it looks like it's going to leave some really nice lacing around the glass. Looks good. Let's give it a sniff. Ooh. That's nice. It's got a nice chocolate coffee smell to it. Malts, of course. Not much hops to speak of. It's mainly a coffee chocolate kind of smell to it. Not the espresso kind of coffee, but the actual like regular, cup of Tim Hortons coffee or something. It's actually quite pleasant. Yeah, that smells really good. Let's give it a try. Somewhat bitter. Leaves a coffee aftertaste. Again, it's not like the espresso type coffee. It's more like a regular cup of coffee. You definitely taste some malt. Finish is dry. Actually, that's pretty nice. Yeah, that's smooth, creamy. It's not too heavy. It's not like a stout heavy. The porter's not supposed to be. It certainly isn't a light beer either. Wow. Meet my cat. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like a chocolate coffee. It's not too watery. A nice bitter taste in the back of the tongue. It's creamy, like a medium mouthfeel. The carbonation's good. It's not like a overpoweringly bubbly or anything, but matches the type. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of got You do tell like a little bit of an espresso coffee taste in the back of the mouth along with the bitterness, but for the most part, the taste itself is mainly coffee. Yeah, that's one of my favorite porters. Yep, that's good. Kind of bordering on 3.5 out of 5 to 4.0 out of 5. It's not having it out of the can. I seem to recall it being maybe a bit better out of the bottle, but maybe that's just that whole bottle versus can deal. Generally, cans keep it fresher because there's no way for light to get in, as you would even a brown bottle still gets the light in somehow. It also depends on how it was treated when it was brought over here. If it was exposed to too much being warm too long or something, I would imagine it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 3.5 out of 5, just because I recall it being better than that. But it's still good. Yeah, I'd say that no matter what, you find it, you owe it to yourself to try Fuller's London Porter because it's one of the finest porters out there. 3.5 out of 5.